How you doing? My name is Erick Otchere, and I am discussing how to use a Susu to invest. Once again, if you don't know what a Susu is, basically a Susu is two or more people coming together and using a certain amount to loan and borrow each other, one individual throughout on a repeated basis, on a scheduled repeated basis. One individual is loaned, and this goes over a period of times where every individual in this group has either, I'm sorry, not either, but has both loaned and borrowed the set amount of whatever this asset or resource of money is. But right now we're discussing how to use a Susu to invest, and this is a very particular type of idea. How to use a Susu to invest. So investments are a lot of times is a very abstract concept that people use for a lot of reasons to describe a financial endeavor or financial concept. So investing can be putting money aside for later, or investing can be putting money into the hands of another for a return on that investment. So basically, when you invest something, you always want a return. So let's just start with some of the basics, as I've already discussed before. Well, not as I've already discussed before, but for this particular concept, when it comes to Susu, you're gonna need the pro forma, and a pro forma basically, when it comes to accounting and dealing with money and economy, a pro forma is just an estimate of what it's going to take to accomplish your goals financially. That's just basically what a pro forma is. Nothing really complicated. I guess that's Latin. I don't know. However, in terms of building a Susu for investment, you're still going to need this. You're still going to need a pro forma. But the cool thing about it is the Susu is your pro forma. So you want to create the Susu out of a pro forma and a pro forma out of the Susu. So what you're going to need? Calendar. You're always going to need a calendar. This time you're going to need a project. You're going to need a reason to invest. You're going to need a calendar basis, and you're going to need a reason to invest. You're not just investing for just to do it. There's something to this. So you want to set up your bases of your calendar. And when I look at investment from a standpoint of the Susu concept, I see it in four parts. There's daily, weekly, monthly, and annually. So ideally, monthly would be what most people want to do, because most people pay their bills on a monthly basis. So ideally, that's what you want. But when it comes to investing, you can't just stick to ideals. You have to stick to what works for the project. What pro forma is going to work for the project. Some of the things that I think would go fit some of these calendar schedules for daily, I would say stocks and commodities. Because these are daily assets. These assets change on a daily basis. Every day stocks go up, stocks go down. Every day commodities go up, price of commodities go up, price of commodities go down. And how does this work with a Susu? Well, the group, the people, still need the people. The people have to decide what industry matters the most to them, and they have to study that industry on a daily basis. But that can happen with, time, and as you figure out what industry matters to you the most as a group, you can use the Susu, the allocating the funds on a scheduled basis to render funds into a stock account or commodities investment account. And as we know, stocks are risky. They go up and down, but as time and history have proven, they go up eventually. So it's worth taking a gander and looking into stocks. Weekly, I would say on a weekly basis, you want to deal with sales of assets and promotions. So that would be, you know, if you're a vendor, or if you are somebody who puts together concerts or puts together parties and things like that, you would want to have a weekly thing on that, because that's something that happens on a weekly basis. People go out and enjoy themselves on a weekly basis. People go shopping on a weekly basis. So if you're gonna have investments inside of some retail organization or some type of promotional party event planning type of situation, you probably want to set a basis of weekly. And remember, this is about investing. You're not buying things to just do it. You're putting money into something to get something out of it. So you're investing daily for stocks. You're investing weekly for sales and promotion. And you can do all of these with your group together. Everybody in the group can say, hey, this is what we want to do on a weekly basis, on a monthly, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis. Monthly, real assets, real estate, and property. That can be commercial, industrial, residential. But I think on a monthly basis, there should be Susus dedicated to, there should be a Susu dedicated to real estate, real property, real assets, edifices. And the reason why it's differentiate this from sales and stocks is because this is actual piece of physical land or physical something. You can touch it, you can see it. It's not going to go anywhere. And the reason why I say monthly is because this is something you have to take care of on a monthly basis. You get monthly bills, you get monthly everything. Everything comes on a monthly basis. Annually, you pay taxes, and we're going to get to annually next. But this is a monthly thing. You want to want your return on your investment on a monthly basis. You're going to want whoever's leasing this on to pay you on a monthly basis. So this is something that is on a monthly basis, is something that, as a matter of fact, this is why I put the check behind monthly, because I think you should start with this. Real estate and real property. I think if you're going to do a Susu investments, you can create a performer. Create a performer based on real estate and real property first, and then get to this other stuff later, because this is real. Annually, I would say building civic assets, community. This is something that once you get to that level where your Susu has kind of got influence, you want to do something yearly with, you know, groups, larger groups, civic groups. Probably you want to get involved with some political organizations and things like that, and you want to dedicate something annually to that on an annual basis, because usually civic assets rotate their fiscal policies on an annual basis. So you want to have an annual basis with that investment too. And of course, like I said, these are things that I think they correlate on a calendar basis, project based, and all of this stuff can be broken down into different type of divisions based on how you feel. But more importantly, when it comes to the pro forma aspect, you want to set a goal, set a timeline goal. You want to have an end to all of this, when all of this is going to get you a return. Just like with this, you want to set a capital goal. Capital goal. So you want to have when you're going to have this done and completed, and when you're going to have the money, how much money you're going to need, and when you're going to have that money. So you need to set goals of how much money you're going to need to acquire this asset, acquire this stock, acquire whatever you need to put these promotions or items on sale, acquire whatever civic asset that you're going to get involved with politically, things like that. You need to set the goal, and you need to have the timeline set so you know how long it's going to take you to get there. So this is how you use a Susu to invest, and I don't think it can get more simpler than that. It can get more complex, but if you have the basics, you can make the complexities based on your own, how you see fit. So again, you know, if you have any questions, reach out to me in the comments. Please subscribe. And of course, like I always say, there's more to come. And I will see you on the next time.